fam.
Hey fam,
Welcome to another episode. Today we'll be talking about
gender roles.
gender
And if you're just tuning in
roles.
for the first
The
time,
G word,
oh yeah, the highly controversial,
gender
topic.
roles. Yeah. If you're just tuning in for the first time, like,
Yeah.
share, subscribe.
hmm
Watch this video to the end. If you like it, share with your friends and family. If you hate it, share with your enemy and punish them with it.
I
There
don't know
we
what to
go.
say to that, guys. But welcome to another episode. We're
Welcome.
very excited to jump into this
Yes, yes, yes,
juicy
yes,
topic.
yes, yes. So, gender roles, for people who do not know what that is, it's basically the societal definition of
Is
a,
expected of a man
what is
and a woman,
expected of a man of on a
husband or
woman,
wife.
husband
Yeah,
and wife
basically.
usually.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's societal. I feel like some people have a little bit of religious addition, and there's also a little
A
bit
little
of
bit of
biological.
yeah.
Like, for example, women can have babies, men
Mm,
cannot. I
mm.
mean, not that men are barren, but like men cannot carry a baby, they cannot carry a child. That's an example of the biological influence. I think spiritual or religious would be that the husband should be the head of the house. That's the religious. And then we have many societal
Yeah.
imposed gender roles. We're going to be talking about gender roles as it works in our family. And then you
Yeah.
can take whatever you want, take your 2 cents, 3 cents,
Yeah.
borrow from it, take out from it, ignore it, copy it, whatever you want to do with it.
So without further ado,
Let's get into it. So, Emmanuel,
you don't have to.
what, how would
Uh-huh.
you, if you could describe our dynamics in terms of our gender roles, what is one word you would use to describe it? I would also
Well,
describe it in one word. What is one adjective that you would use to describe it?
I want to go with untraditional,
Yes. Oh my
but
God, you're thinking like me. Well, okay,
I
but
but yeah, I'll stick with flexible.
flexible,
Mm,
flexible. Why were you? Why did you
I'll
change your
stick with
mind from
flexible
untraditional to flexible?
because flexible
It makes more
it takes
sense
a
for
higher
us.
ranking. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, yeah.
okay,
We
yeah.
we 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 do things as they come. Basically, we don't really have a set rule for anybody.
Mm,
And the reason why I chose flexible is because sometimes you'd anticipate that I put Amana to sleep, for instance, for most of the time, but it's not cast in stone. If for some time or I'm having a hard time or I'm tired, you easily step in, and
like 5 times in a
I
year,
don't
I
really have
step
to,
in.
but I don't really like have to call you out for it. You just,
It's not calling out. That's the problem. There's no rule, right? Is there anywhere they
that's
wrote
it.
it that moms are the
So
ones that are
that's
supposed
why
to
I say
put the kids
flexible.
to sleep?
hmm
Yeah, very
There are
flexible.
some other roles that are not as flexible as that,
Like cooking. I mean, you
which
cook,
I just
but I
need to
cook
I need
more.
to call you out. And
I don't think
you
it's
can call
calling.
me out
I don't. Why you calling
for
calling
those
out?
roles.
You know those people that
That's the reason why we are having
when they
this
want to
episode.
yap somebody, they will insult themselves first before they insult you, so that you have nothing to insult about themselves. But sincerely, this is not
Hmm.
even an insult. I don't think it's cast in stone anywhere, apart from the fact that society makes it like a norm for like women to clean and do laundry. And I know that's where you were going to, because Emmanuel cleans more.
But I mean,
And then
it's
does our laundry full time. I don't even do the laundry. I can't remember the
exactly.
last
So
time I
that's why I
did
said that
laundry.
part is not flexible.
It's very flexible. Doesn't mean I can't do laundry. It's just not my thing, and it thrives at it. So why not? I cook and I enjoy cooking most times, and
Do
I
you? Do you?
I do cook, right? It's not
No,
like,
you cook,
yeah,
but you don't enjoy cooking.
I do enjoy cooking
When you, I mean,
when I want to cook.
when you're not working the whole day,
Yeah, like when
exhausted and
it's
tired and all.
when my brain can actually enjoy it,
Yeah, I
when
give you
it's not
that.
just
I
a
give you that.
chore.
Yeah, yeah,
So yeah, and I cook. Imani doesn't cook as much. He cooks once in a while, but not
yeah,
as much as
yeah.
I do. So I think flexible is
Is
the
the right
right word
word?
to use. I think for me, I would say unconventional.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is kind of
Untraditional
untraditional,
is still in a
flexible
way.
compared to the
Yeah. If you were to
traditional.
come to our home,
Yeah,
honestly, it's not what
I
you
think you would
expect.
have like
You'll
some
be like,
shock
oh, what are
if
these
you see
guys up to?
Emmanuel doing dishes. And sincerely, I can't also remember the last time I did dishes, which is another thing that is like upside down
I
in our
mean,
house.
once in a while, yeah,
Once in a while, I do, but
yeah.
Emmanuel does most of that
I
stuff.
just I just jump in because I'm like, you know,
What are we going to
I
do?
can't
This
help
place is a
myself.
mess.
I can't wait. I'm just like that. Maybe it's a problem. I don't
I
know.
don't think it's a problem. Why should it be a problem?
I mean, OCD. Like
No, I feel
some
like
people
it's
have
balanced though.
issues with things all over the place,
I
and
mean,
just want them organized and all.
I feel
So,
like
but
it's balanced. I feel like it's balanced because I feel like our roles are balanced. I sincerely don't think, or you tell me, give me the feedback if you think like you're suffering. Like when you calculate things on the scale of things from cooking, and again, it's not a competition, right? It's not like, oh, you do more chores than I do or whatever. But I feel like from the scale of cooking, taking care of a mother, taking care of our home, doing finances, all of that stuff, I feel like it's balanced. But tell me if you think it's
overall,
not,
I
and we
mean,
can
yeah,
work on
yeah.
it.
I mean, we had a conversation around this.
Yeah.
There's this time I told her like, babe, hey, you're doing too much outside. We need you inside. We crave your
I feel
attention,
like this is the second time you're telling these people
and
about this.
yeah, if it gets too much, that's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah,
If
yeah,
you're like
yeah,
go for
yeah,
other things outside of the home,
yeah,
I'd like to
yeah,
like let you know, like, hey,
yeah,
it's getting too much, or maybe I'm overburdened, and I'm like, hey, you need to
yeah, yeah,
take a chill pill.
yeah,
Let's
yeah,
reanalyze. How can I help you? And
yeah.
basically, the most essential reason why um it's just easy for me to do is because I understand you're not faffing around. I see what you do, and I see you're making impact and all the other things. But I just don't want you to get carried away as to like,
Yeah.
you guys will be fine. You guys are there. I can always
Mm-hmm.
come back to you guys. Nothing is
Mm-hmm.
gonna happen.
Yeah.
Uh,
I feel like you're moving away
because I
from
also
gender
need to like,
roles now.
when you come back and you're like exhausted,
Mm-hmm.
it's still on me as well to like, cheer you up,
Yeah.
and so
Yeah.
that sometimes can be overbearing. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. And we've had that conversation.
Yes, we have.
Yeah, for
Yes, we
sure.
have.
But okay, let's go
So
back to gender roles.
driving,
Driving. I feel like
is
sometimes
that flexible?
I feel like that's not flexible
You see
in
what I'm
a
saying?
marriage. No, but I was going to say, I feel like sometimes women pick and choose, right? Or maybe people pick and choose. Like they would say, "Oh, I want a husband who can cook and clean, and then on top of it, who can drive me around and who makes six figures." And so you're like,
Yeah.
if he's making six figures, he's not cooking and cleaning and driving you
Mm.
around because he has to, in his time. Time is exchange of money, right? And if he's driving you around and doing all of that stuff, can you
Yeah.
work or do you, like this stay-at-home mom stuff where you don't want
Thing.
to,
Yeah.
you don't want to be a stay-at-home mom. You want to work, but then you still want to take this person's money. So I'm like,
Choose.
pick your poison, like pick and
Right.
choose your.
Right.
But yeah, driving definitely. I feel like it's one of those ones where I've hypocritically
Mm.
picked my gender role to be a
I
passenger
mean,
princess.
you were
I don't think
clear.
it bothers you.
You
I
were
don't think
clear.
it
You made it
bothers
clear
you.
when I moved to the US
Yeah.
that you're no longer driving. Your driver is here.
I
You
don't
know.
know about my drivers
And
here.
anytime this lady drives now, she's just driving anyhow. Like,
It's like I've forgotten how to drive. Yeah. I
like the
literally,
few times she drives.
I don't think I've
Oh
forgotten,
my
but
goodness.
sometimes I'm just like, why do I have to
Like,
do this?
she takes the
Yeah.
car key and my heart is just beep, 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 like any
He's
text
calling me. Have
message
you gotten there?
or
Have
call.
you gotten there? No, no, no. But I actually do
Yeah.
know how to drive. It's
Oh
just
yeah. Yeah.
something
Yeah.
I don't enjoy doing. And I think to bring it back,
Yeah.
like marriage, right? I feel like some people make it look like it's so hard or whatever. I
Mm.
feel like everything we've said from the beginning is communication. Tell your person what you want to do. And then like do whatever works for you. I feel like it's not that deep, right? Of oh, I'm a woman, I have to cook, clean, go to work, take care of the baby, kneel down and put the food in my head to serve my husband. Or the husband is like, oh, I want us to talk about. I'm a husband. I have to kill myself working to provide for my family.
Mm.
My wife must not work. My wife must, even if she's working, she must not pay any bills. I have to do
Mm.
everything, and that kind of pressure. And I feel like both genders put like undue pressure
Mm.
on themselves
Mm.
just because of society. Like there's no critical thinking of sitting down and going through. So what works for me? What works for you? What works for us?
That's what I was gonna say. Like, because
Yeah.
for some that might be exactly what they want, and
Mm-hmm.
if it works for them, where the man has to like, you know, I mean, nobody has to work and die. Why the other person just, does chores around the house? I don't think that's how to, like grow as a responsible adult. Um, but like I said, every family has their own unique dynamic.
Dynamics.
If
Yeah.
if the lady doesn't want to work and she just wants to be a full housewife, if that's your choice, if that's your goal, your ambition, and you guys agree, your husband says, okay, fine, full housewife. I'll take care of you. I'll take care of the kids financially. I don't think it's healthy. Um, but I mean, adults
Wait, wait,
make
wait, wait. Let's
choices.
dig into that. Why don't you think it's healthy?
It's not healthy because I mean, ultimately, when someone is pursuing the career path and somebody
Mm-hmm.
is taking care of the home, the kids needs to have time with the other parents as well. It needs to be
Mm-hmm.
balanced. But if the
Mm-hmm.
guy is always working and traveling for work,
Mm-hmm.
they only get to see mom, spend
Mm-hmm.
time with mom, and
Mm-hmm.
not with their dad in
Yeah.
this case, which is not healthy for the kids as well. And even
Yeah.
for you, you might think what you're doing is right, but I mean you're spending time away from your family,
Mm-hmm.
247 just because you're the
It's good.
sole person carrying the burden.
Yeah.
And at some points too, even you being the full housewife, you get tired, you get exhausted. Like, is this
Mm-hmm.
all there is to life? What
Mm.
else can I do
Mm.
myself?
Mm.
You see your colleagues on Instagram, CEOs, business owners, and doing well in professional fields. It gets to you,
Yeah, no, no,
truth be
no.
told.
But when I've had arguments with people
Hmm.
about being a full housewife,
Hmm.
I've seen it from the point of view of a woman. I think of myself and how ambitious I am. And I think, oh no, I have so many potential that I
Mm.
would be so resentful that somebody will keep me at
Right.
home from
Yeah.
pursuing all of those
Uh-huh.
potentials. And I also think it from the point of view of my kids are just, I'm a caretaker. They're going to be 18, they're going to fall in love with somebody, go to college, and
Hmm.
leave me. And
Hmm.
then my husband will be at the pinnacle of his career and I will be in my 50s, in my late 40s. I can't start all over again. And I will be like, so what? What am I going to do? Am I just going to start pressuring them to give me grandchildren? Because
Hmm.
that's all I know
Hmm.
how to do to
Hmm.
cater for kids. That's the point of view I see it from, which has always been my argument. But I like your point of view of it's not even healthy for the kids
Hmm.
because now they're going to grow up and their mom is going to be their person. And I mean, we see it over
Yeah.
and over again,
Yeah.
where kids don't necessarily, and I mean, I'm one of those kids. We don't
Mm.
necessarily know. My mom was a full house, stay-at-home mom,
Mm.
and we don't necessarily know. You don't necessarily know your dad, and it's
Right.
almost justifiable of, oh, I was, pursuing money
Hustling.
for hustling for you guys, but
Mm.
again, it's parenthood, right? It has to be like balanced
Exactly.
because when the kids grow up and you see kids doing stuff
Hmm.
for their moms, right? They buy a house for their mom.
Just natural
Because they
tendencies.
don't see the input the dad is putting.
Right.
It's kind of far. Even if the dad is making money, who is distributing the money? It's still
It's the
the
mom.
mom, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
So they don't
Right.
connect that sometimes,
Right.
and so it's really hard for
The
the
only
kids
reason why I
to.
have a roof over my head is because daddy is hustling.
Yeah, yeah,
The only reason why I have a phone or I have
yeah.
internet or Wi-Fi, those little
Yeah,
things
yeah, and
which you
it's not
can
as
miss.
deep as like
Right.
emotional
Yeah.
stuff, right? Like,
Yeah.
like deep things that sincerely people really do care
Yeah.
about, like
Hmm.
children. And you're missing a lot
Yeah.
of their milestones. I feel like the argument you made is the same thing they make for women, right? Women that are like high performing and working a
Mm.
lot. You're like, oh,
Yeah.
you're missing all your children's milestone.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then it's
Yeah.
okay for the dad to miss the
To miss.
milestones.
Right.
Oh my
Yeah.
god,
Yeah.
Emmanuel. It's
And
okay.
like it's
Yeah,
not.
it's not okay.
It's
It's
really
two
not.
parents for a reason,
and
right?
and kids deserve both. It's like
Yeah,
there's a reason why
yeah,
God made it man and woman,
yeah.
because as much as parenting can be uh, mostly can come from the mom,
Hmm.
there's still that bit that comes from the dad that the mom
Yeah,
cannot give.
absolutely.
There is
Otherwise,
no
you'll be a
how.
single mom and do
Yeah, yeah,
well
yeah, yeah, yeah.
by
And I'm
yourself.
sure, I mean,
Yeah.
no shades to single moms
Yeah,
out
but I
there.
mean, even single moms say
You
it's hard,
need
right? You need to bring like
you
a
need
father
that
figure,
balance.
whether it's the
Exactly.
pastor, your uncle, the child's uncle, or
Hmm.
somebody,
Hmm.
to
Hmm.
have that male figure.
Yeah, because I mean,
Yeah.
let's say for instance, you and I we're raising like three kids, and
Mm-hmm.
we have like maybe two boys,
Mm-hmm.
and then we have a girl.
Mm-hmm.
As much as committed you can be,
Mm-hmm.
spend time with them, go to all their soccer games,
Mm-hmm.
singing practice, whatever.
Yeah.
The boys still need that man figure who they can
Yeah.
look up to, who they
Of
can,
healthy
like, what will my
masculinity.
dad do in this situation?
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
you find yourself in certain situations, okay, what will my mom do? What will my dad
Yeah.
do? You need to have
Yeah.
both
Yeah.
perspectives. And for some of us,
Absolutely.
we didn't really get to see that side of our parents growing up, which is why
Yeah.
we have a very defunct
Yeah.
generation.
Childhood and
But
whatnot. Yeah.
yeah, for sure, for sure,
Yeah. That's good. That's good.
it's
I want to switch the
sets
topic a
in.
little bit to feminism. Because when we talk about gender roles, there's usually a lot of
Mm,
feminist connotation of,
right.
oh, I can do this, I can do that.
It's always the
It's
undertone.
always the undertone of
Yeah,
gender
for sure.
roles,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like, oh, I want to be equal, equality versus equity versus justice versus all the T's.
All the teas.
So I am actually curious,
Uh-huh.
from your point of view,
Mm.
how would you define? healthy feminism? When you see Amana, like what would you want for her, for your daughter, to be, to say this is
Yeah.
what I would see as, healthy?
Um, Someone who is balanced all around.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you know, have dreams,
Mm-hmm.
ambition, family values, um, like a proper model. And
Mm-hmm.
I say that from the angle of I see you, I see
Mm-hmm.
how you juggle everything. I
Mm-hmm.
see how you have dreams and like totally valid dreams. Um, I want Amana to model after you, and
Oh wow,
I'm
you're
not
gonna
saying
make me
and I'm not
cry.
saying that to
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 my
make you
face, to
blush,
impress me. Okay.
but I want Amana to be like you,
Hopefully she's
and be
better.
better.
Yeah, hopefully she's
Like
better.
when she's grown, I want
Yeah.
her
To be a badass.
to walk in your shadows. No, 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 not in your shadows.
Not in my shadows.
Like
Yeah.
walk in your
Walk on
footsteps.
my shoulders, probably, so she
On your
can be
shoulders.
higher.
That's the word. That's the
Yeah,
word.
that's good. That's
I
good.
don't want someone who's gonna be laid back,
Mm-hmm.
relaxed,
Mm-hmm.
let other people do everything for her,
Mm.
and
Mm.
nah, nah, you have to get your stuff together.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come back to us. I know in a little bit.
I want her to be
So
very competitive,
competitive, yeah. Stand out, outstanding.
very outstanding.
Yeah, yeah. I agree. I also, I mean, I wouldn't say, I feel like it's the highest praise for any mom to hear that. I'm not even going to lie, it's the highest praise to hear that your daughter's dad wants her to model after you. And I
Mm.
mean, I know I'm cool and all that, but like, I don't even know if I would say that. I want Amanda to mirror after my life. So it's just really humbling, if I can say that. So now I want us to come back to us.
Mhm.
So I want us to talk about feminism. Like I have, as you all know, I'm consider myself a feminist, but more like Chimamanda Adichie, where she always separates herself from like,
You draw the line
I draw the
from the
line from
crazies.
cuckoo feminist to like LD. I like to call it LD feminism. So I think my own fight is that I am brilliant and I have all this beautiful potential God has poured inside of me. I feel like I deserve a place at the table, an equal space at the table, without me being a woman, take like it taking away from my value as a
Mm.
person. Oh, because she's a woman, so like minus
You have
whatever
too much
points.
to give for you
Exactly.
to be in the background.
Exactly. For
You
my
want to
for my
be
gender to be a disadvantage,
subjugated.
if that makes sense. Yeah. For me to be like, shush, because you're a woman. I think that's the fight I have. And I feel like sometimes the way society, even being African,
Mm.
the way it's set up, they kind of kick the women at the back. Like when your in-laws are talking, the wife is not supposed to be there. And those kind of things. I feel like my
Mm.
feminism is
Does that still happen though
that,
in 21st
bruh.
century?
Don't even let's get into
In-laws
it.
talking and the wife has to
Yes. And I'm not even saying talking like something that doesn't
having a
concern you.
conversation.
Like you like
General
I don't want
stuff.
to give
Like general
examples.
stuff.
Yeah, like talking about something that concerns you and concerns, like, okay, we have an investment
Mm.
and then we are doing talking about the investment.
Mm.
They would want the wife to go away and they want to talk, or they will, things like that, just because they feel like, again, gender roles, the money must be coming from the husband, he's the head of the house, so he should make
Mm.
decisions. So they just take away the woman. And I'm like, I, as smart as my husband, I have a lot to offer, a lot to, add to this conversation. So removing me is sabotaging yourself. You don't know it yet, but So I think that's the fight I have. But then there's this other side of feminism
Yeah.
where they basically want to go to the far left. So the way society is built right now,
Mm.
men are on the far right. They are doing too much. Obviously, that's why we need to have conversations about equality and whatnot. But then there's this brand of feminism where it's not going to the far. So they want to demasculine
The
or
men.
remove the masculinity from the men, and
Mm-hmm.
they want to be the head of the house. And they want,
Mm.
like things that are like in place.
The
They want to
extreme.
question biology. They want to do everything and like
Mm-hmm.
just
Mm-hmm.
change everything. I think that's where I have a problem. So coming back to us, like, how would you I know when you met me,
Mm-hmm.
you probably already knew I was a feminist. Let's start from there.
Mm.
And how has that translated to you leading the way you lead our family? Because you still lead our family. You just obviously you have influence. How has that translated for anybody who is married to a strong, smart person
Mm.
or dating a strong, smart person, and they're like, how do you even undo that? I want to hear from you.
Yeah. I mean, for me, because when I met you, I told you, you're my wife. You know, despite not knowing your character, not knowing what drives you, not knowing what your ambitions are, I didn't even know anything. I don't even think we've ever spoken to each other by the
Mm-hmm.
time I met you. That was
Mm-hmm.
the first time we'd have a facial conversation, and you were very feministic.
Mm.
You were on in an
As
unhealthy
that,
manner.
what do you mean in an unhealthy manner? What are the things I said?
I,
This was 10 years ago.
I
How could I have been?
I remember
I wasn't
offering
even
you a
woke.
ride, and you turned me
Oh,
down,
yeah.
and it was raining. You were on Lagos time. You
I don't
remember?
know. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I'm like, okay, I don't know what's happening here.
And I needed to ride. I think I
Yeah,
ended up
you were
walking home or
super
something.
independent. Like you didn't need me or like anyone for that matter.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
But I mean, I knew I needed to earn your trust,
mm,
before you
mm,
can like open up. Because why won't you open up? Like to love, to care. Who doesn't want
mm-hmm.
to be
But
pampered in a way?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
so, it wasn't a thing that I was overkill about. I was
Mm-hmm,
just like
mm-hmm.
give it some time,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I would get into your heart, which
yeah.
eventually happened.
Mm-hmm,
Because there were times where you were like vulnerable with me,
mm-hmm,
I was
mm-hmm,
vulnerable with you. We had exchanges,
mm-hmm,
and then yeah, I still see it. The reason why I say I want our daughter to model after you is because
mm-hmm.
now it's gotten to a point where it's like healthy feminism. If
Mm,
it's still
mm,
in that era, it's not gonna happen.
mm,
I want her to be vulnerable, but I still want her to like stand in her identity.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. That's
So
good.
that's the only
That's
way.
good.
That's the only way you can lead like a feminist lady. There
Yeah.
are some things, like
Mm-hmm,
you just have to let them. You have to let them fly. Spread their wings and fly. That's when their color shines. That's
mm-hmm,
when they
mm-hmm,
spread their feathers, multicolored feathers. They
mm-hmm,
show the world. And that shine, reflects on you too. In a
mm-hmm,
way, you don't know it,
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
but it reflects on you as the breeder.
I feel like an animal.
You're 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 breeding something
He said he's
beautiful.
the breeder. Oh my
It's
god.
yeah, it's
No,
right
no,
at
no,
the
no.
it's
You actually, even theologically, what did they say about the Proverbs 31 woman? That her husband sits by the gates and she's like, that's my wife. Like
yeah,
he's basically, yeah,
it's
yeah,
it's a good
yeah,
reflection on the kind of person you are as
yeah.
well.
You can nurture something great.
Yeah,
That's what it means.
and
Yeah,
yeah, the sky
yeah,
is too big for everyone to fly. If you want
yeah,
to fly big,
yeah, yeah,
fly.
yeah,
I'm all
yeah.
here for it. I got you.
Yeah, yeah. But I actually want to say that I know that mindset you have.
Mm,
It's not common for everybody. And so I want to call that out and say, like Emmanuel can say it easily because it doesn't feel like his identity has been threatened. I feel like some men struggle with allowing whoever they marry fly and be free because they feel like it threatens them. You
mm,
see it as, oh, it looks good on my CV. Some people see it as, they will not say my wife is, they see it as a threat. And I
mm,
think that's function of your upbringing. Emmanuel growing up was so your mom, I don't think your mom is a feminist, but I think she modeled strong, smart woman, what that looks like.
womanhood.
Yeah, womanhood, what that looks
Mm,
like. So you've seen that growing up. So of course, you meet a strong, smart woman, it's easy for you. But then I also don't want to take it for granted because some people see that strong, smart womanhood growing up
mm,
and it pisses them off. So they they want to
mm.
get married. And when they see a smart, strong woman, they want to knock it down and like kill it
True,
because it's like, how dare you,
true, true.
So I also want to
I saw this with my mom.
exactly,
I don't
as much
want
as I want to
anyone
give your mom credit for modeling that,
mm.
knowingly or unknowingly, I just want to give you
You should
credit.
call her though.
I will call her. I'll call her and be like, thank you for modeling what a strong woman looks like to my husband. No,
Right.
but she's going to be like, I don't know what you're talking about. I was just living my own life.
Mm,
No, no, no,
true.
no. But I also want to give you credit as much as I want to give grandma credit. I want to give you credit for picking the good side and not
Mm,
even like not growing up and be like, why is my mom like that? Like you not,
mm,
like not feeling irritated
right.
about that trait and seeing it
Mm-hmm.
as something positive as opposed to something you want to like sniff out of whoever you get married to. So
Makes sense.
a
Makes
moment
sense.
of clapping
That's
for Mr.
yeah.
Deyemi. I feel like that made
That's a
you,
good call out.
yeah, unconsciously a
Yeah.
feminist. Would you consider yourself a feminist?
No.
No. Why? Why? I thought we were
Yeah.
making some good progress here.
Oh, okay.
Why would it?
Was
No,
that
no,
your
no.
end goal?
No, 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 no. You don't have to agree.
To get me to agree.
You do not have to agree.
We still clash once in a while.
Why wouldn't you consider yourself a
Don't we clash
feminist?
once in a while?
Okay, why would you consider
Okay.
yourself a healthy feminist?
See if it's healthy, yeah. I mean,
What is your definition of healthy
my my
feminism?
my my keyword in this life is decency, is moderacy. Everything has to be equal,
Don't do
balanced.
too
Don't
much.
do extreme. Nah.
I know. I
Just
mean, oh yeah, I don't
yeah.
know.
So
But
wherever it falls, as long as it's in the middle, I'm good. It's not feminist. It's not overtly feminist. It's not overtly masculinist. You
masculinist.
just get it. You get
Yeah,
both words.
yeah. Because sincerely, I feel like
I'm fine.
currently people are. It's not patriarchy anymore. They're like switching it to matriarchy. Where it's like women are going to be everything. Let's just
Everyone will be fine.
remove all the dignity the man has and whatever.
We will be fine.
But yeah, I am all for equity. So yeah, I think
Not equity.
equality, equity. Why not equity? Why not?
Equity is what is injustice.
Yeah. So what happened? Why not justice?
Equality.
Is it not unjust
There's no
to have
equality in
women
justice.
less
There's
than
equity
men?
in justice. In like
Equity is what I want.
justice terms.
I want equity. I want everything to be equal. Equity, not equality. Well, you guys are disturbing. This man is disturbing my head. But you get what I mean. I want justice. I actually want justice. I feel like it's unjust for them to tell my daughter when she grows up that because she's a woman, they can't hire her to be a CEO. I think that's totally
Mm,
unjust. So I want justice. I want justice for women.
mm.
That's what I want.
Yeah, that's sad.
Yeah, that would be
I
ridiculous.
don't want to discuss that.
Imagine if
I'm triggered.
I'm going to go and punch somebody. No, for real, for real. I feel like if you think it's in terms of your own
We
children,
are in a progressive society.
we.
But some people who are not, I mean, you guys deal with it.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff in
I hope-
America too. We're not gonna get there.
Hopefully, yeah, nah.
Yeah, it's
I
not gonna happen.
don't think
So, one last question for you.
Mm.
5 years down the lane, Amanda is 5, our brother is 8. I wake up and I'm like, I want to be a stay-at-home mom. I don't want to go to work. I just want to take care of my kids.
Mm.
What are you gonna tell me?
I mean, we'll have a conversation about it.
And I want you to work full
You
time
can't just wake up
and
say
take care of all
you want
3
to
of
work.
us.
I must have been seeing the signs.
And there's no money saved anywhere. It's
I
just
must have been seeing the signs.
it's what men
You
do.
can't just wake up and say I don't want to work anymore. I would have been getting signals like, hey, babe, like
And now the children
I'm not
they
happy with
need
my
their
work.
mom. Forget I'm happy with my work. I'm at the pinnacle of my
You
career.
just wake up and say
The children just need their mom. They need somebody to be mommy.
At what age do they need their mom?
At
They-
5.
they are- during infanthood, they didn't need you. They didn't change. You don't change diapers when they're 8. You don't.
But they need me to pour myself
don't-
into them, like a stay-at-home mom,
Yeah, I'm fine.
full
It's
time,
okay. Yeah, it's okay.
and you go and work full time
Yeah,
and take care of us.
and no savings.
No savings.
So we'll all suffer together.
Me, I cannot suffer.
You
oh.
cannot
My children cannot suffer. Is that not what men do?
Okay.
Men are supposed to work extra and kill themselves.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you can be feminist,
Mm.
but you're not.
No, I will not be
pro-masculine.
feminist after that.
You want to kill the man.
I will kiss your feet and do the feminist, non-feminist stuff.
Good luck to you.
No. But for real, the point we are trying to make
Mm.
is that, and I want to tread carefully because we know there are women who stay at home. Number one, because it makes financial sense. Maybe they don't make as much as the men. And if you go and hire daycare, you're just throwing money away, right?
Mm.
So somebody is going to stay at home. And vice versa, there are men who stay at home too. We have stay at home.
You're not really throwing money away with daycare.
Oh, no. Because like I make what I'm giving daycare. It's better for me to stay at home. Because why am I working to give daycare? So some people just make somebody stay at home so the other person can go
Right.
to work. So it makes financial sense that way for some people. And some men also stay at home. I work in a very high performing career, and some of the partners at work actually have their husband stay at home. What we want to question, whether it's a man or a woman staying at home, is that be thinking about the so what. Don't let it be what society has imposed on you, or because it makes financial sense. Be thinking about 18 years from now, these kids are going to go to college. They're going to fall in love with somebody. They're going to get married.
Yep.
Your spouse, whether husband or wife, will be at the pinnacle of their career. Is that what you want for yourself? And if that's what you want for yourself, if you can live with that, excellent. But just make sure your decisions are only yours and it's not what society or circumstances are forcing on you.
Mm.
So even if you're a stay-at-home mom, you can be a content creator, you can write books and sell on Amazon. You can still do things that stimulate you and things that you are where you are using your God-given potential
Mhm.
and living it out. There's this podcast I listened to, and Grace Ofuro, she's a like real estate investor in Nigeria. She said God cannot create women for the sole purpose of taking
Raising
care of
kids.
children, raising kids.
Mm.
And the example she gave was nannies can do that, maids can do that. So something that can be learned cannot be your sole purpose in life.
Right.
Where you can just hire somebody, it means you might as well not be
That
here.
can be the whole
Exactly. And God doesn't waste
summary of
potential
your
like that.
existence.
He does not waste resources. He didn't bring you here.
Mhm.
So you can do the job of a nanny or do the job of a maid. And I know when you're taking care of your kids, you're doing more than what a maid or a nanny would do. I know. That's going to be the argument. I know. But all we are saying is make sure that decision is yours
Mhm.
and consistently be thinking of the so what behind it. Because kids are going to go and
Yeah.
have their children, they're going to go and marry. Would you still be fulfilled as a grandmother with nothing else in your life other than the fact that you have kids and grandkids?
Mm.
And if your answer to that is yes, then kudos. But if your answer is then maybe if maybe staying at home is like a season of life thing. Maybe it's not your purpose. Maybe it's not all
It's just a
you're going to do.
phase.
And if it's a phase, that's fine. My mom was a
Mm.
stay-at-home mom. She stayed at home until I think my brother was in high school and she started working again.
Mm.
So define whatever you want for
Don't
yourself.
don't don't die in that phase.
Yeah,
it's not ideal that
yeah,
all you've done in your entire life till death, is basically raising your kids. Because your
yeah,
kids will move, they will go away from you at some
yeah.
point.
We are just caretakers.
And
Yeah, we are
yeah,
not. Yeah,
if there's anything that keeps you up at night, if like probably just wake up randomly to pee in the middle of the night and everywhere is quiet, your kids are sleeping, your spouses are asleep, and you're alone with your thoughts, at that point, if there's anything you're thinking about, as long as you have a thought, coming
mm-hmm,
from your mind that
mm-hmm.
these are the things I should be doing, these are the things I should be doing for work, then that means
Pursue them.
you have
Pursue
you
them.
have a dream.
Yeah, you have a
And
dream, and
I think
yeah, I
everybody
like that.
does. I think
Yeah.
everybody does.
Yeah. But then you're not waking
Just
up in the middle of the night and like, oh, I need to fold those towels. I need to wash the plate. If that's your dream, then maybe that's the
yeah, yeah.
dream.
You are made for this.
You are made for this,
You are born
exactly.
for
But
this.
provided you're not waking up at 2 a.m.
Mm,
and these are like, how do I sweep the floor? It's not the thought in your head.
mm.
Then if there's
It's
something, I feel
yeah.
like there's
Because when
something.
everybody's alone with their thoughts,
Yeah,
everybody
God has
knows.
deposited something
Mhm,
inside all of us. So all we are saying is, again, we are very intentional.
mm,
We are the AFAM. We are intentional. So just make sure you're pursuing whatever that is, and
mm.
doing it in your own capacity, even if it's not something that's going to change the world or like blow. But at least you would know you've used your
You do
potential.
something
Yeah, and
and talk to your spouse.
laid it out. And
Hopefully we
communication.
have good heads on our shoulders.
Yeah,
Speaking about your other partner,
yeah,
just
yeah.
communicate. It's not Nobody should be out there to put the other person down
Yeah, stay at
in
home
a
husband, stay at
all
home
things being
wife,
equal situation.
communicate. Yeah,
Because
I
not
know.
all situations are equal.
And if
Some
the
situations are
communication is not communicating, then
mm,
see a therapist for sure.
or a legal practitioner.
Emmanuel keeps conversing for divorce in this in this our podcast. He keeps conversing
Better
for
late than
divorce.
never. Yeah.
No, but definitely, this is gonna sound so bad,
Mm.
but marriage is not even in heaven. So if marriage is gonna keep you from fulfilling your purpose, then seek legal
I
counsel.
think we
That's
can
all I'm
hand it
going to
here.
say. I think yeah, we can.
We can hand it
Have a
here
good
at this
life,
point.
y'all. Like, share, subscribe.
Yep.
And if you know somebody you hate, punish them with this podcast.
You're on your own.
Yes, by
See you on
sharing
the
it with
next
them.
episode.
We'll see you on
Take
the
care,
next
guys.
one. Bye.
Not again.